anybody who could put 3 kids in the top level of their sport, there is something amazing about that. Now, the third son I'm talking about here is LiAngelo. He's the proverbial middle child. He sits in between younger brother LaMelo, who of course was NBA Rookie of the Year, and older brother Lonzo, who just signed a big deal to be the Bulls' starting point guard. Now, after a short stint in the G League and a Pistons Summer League invite that never quite panned out, LiAngelo seems to be making the most of his opportunity this time around in Vegas, currently for the Charlotte Hornets. His debut against Portland was a wild success. 16 points in 16 minutes and shooting 5 of 8 from 3. He even hit this crazy half-court buzzer beater Thursday against the Spurs. Now, it's going to be a challenge making the roster, to be sure, but LiAngelo...
LaMelo Ball!
I just let the game come to me, and that's all.
A beautiful find. LaMelo hit him.
That kid is going to find the open player.
Good news out of Charlotte. LaMelo Ball has been cleared to resume individual basketball activity after a CT scan on his fractured right wrist showed that it has been healed. There's optimism he could return to game action in 7 to 10 days. Ball's probable return comes as the Hornets sit at the 8th seed, 10.5 games back from the Miami Heat in the 7th. LaMelo, one of the best shows in the league this season before that injury. Stephen A., will he put the Hornets back on the map?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear, Molly.
Do you think LaMelo returning will put the Hornets back on the map?
Yes. Listen, they're a 500 team now. And I got to admit, I like the young talent that they have here. And I got to give props to Gordon Hayward, who obviously departed from Boston. He's averaging about nearly 20 a game, 19.6 to be exact, on 47% shooting from the field. I give him a lot of credit where credit is due in terms of what he's been able to bring to the equation, even though he's missed about 12 games for them right now. And we all see Devontae Graham, the P.J. Washingtons of the world, Miles Bridges, a human highlight reel. But LaMelo Ball, 15.9 points, 6 assists per game, 45% shooting, 37.5% from three-point range. And the dude is just assertive. And this team believes in him. They really believe in him, and they love it. They love being on the floor with him. And I think when you watch these young dudes play with nothing to lose because they don't have much history to fall back on, I definitely think he can come back and make things very, very interesting for this team moving ahead to the end of the regular season and possibly getting into the playoffs.
First, let me say this. LaMelo Ball, if he comes back from this successfully, Stephen A., plays in most of the remaining games, I still think he should be Rookie of the Year. In fact, I think coming back off that injury only adds to his case for Rookie of the Year.
I agree.
Not just because Edwards or Halliburton haven't, cemented it, but because what a thing to come back from. It's supposed to be a season-ending injury. You're clearly the best rookie. You come back and play out the remainder of the season, play your team into the play. If he does that, to me, he's Rookie of the Year. It only adds to his case. That's the first thing. The second thing is he's already an all-star caliber player already, and he's a 19-year-old rookie. He is a genius-level passer, and as you pointed out, he can shoot, he can do a lot of stuff, he's assertive. Is he going to put the Hornets back on the map? Not in a permanent way, and I'll tell you why. Because when you have a market like Charlotte, you have 6 years to win a championship, and then a marketable star like LaMelo is going to want, unless you've won a championship or you think you're going to win it the next season, his agent's going to call the team and let Michael Jordan know, you might as well trade us this upcoming season because otherwise we're just going to sign away. You're not going to get anything for us. Because he's going to want to play in a major market. And by the way, his game translates to a major market. Personality, game, the whole thing. And so I don't see, now look, maybe Michael Jordan, Stephen A., is willing to spend money when he thinks he has a chance to win, and he'll be able to show that, but he hasn't shown that yet. And if there's not a team around LaMelo that can win a championship in the next several years, he's not going to wind up staying there. And so he won't be put back on the map in any permanent sense. I mean, the Greek Freak just signed an extension, but when was the last time a guy at that level signed in a market like that past the original, the original extension, right? Like past 7 years. I don't see him, unless Jordan changes his ways as an owner or shows, hey, if the door is open, if I see some daylight, I actually will spend. Why would he stay there?
Maxey's a rookie. Can we deal with that 3-4 years from now? The Charlotte Hornets, what have they done in recent memory? I mean, just think about that for a second here. The fact of the matter is they haven't been in the playoffs, what is it here? Since 2015, 2016 season. They've only had 3 playoff appearances since getting to the semifinals, led by Paul Silas in 2001, 2002. And so in those 3 appearances that they made the playoffs since, they haven't been out of the first round. So when we talk about putting them back on the map, simply making the playoffs will do. And not to mention the fact that LaMelo ain't going anywhere for the foreseeable future. He's going to be there at least the next 3 years. So what's the problem?
Oh, no problem. We're talking about back on the map.
Put them on the map.
I'm saying in a permanent way where he's challenging, or at least until the next 6-7 years, where he's going to be challenging.
LaMelo Ball has been absolutely impressive. He's definitely my rookie of the year. As we speak, I want to commend LaVar Ball. He takes so much criticism because of his bravado and what he has said about his sons and how he thrusted them into the public eye. I personally believe he's the reason that Lonzo Ball was picked number 2 overall, because he made his son Lonzo so marketable that the businessman, the brilliant businessman that is Irvin Magic Johnson, could not pass on the brother from Chino Hills and said, hey, I got to take him instead of De'Aaron Fox. It is the only argument that Magic Johnson and I have ever gotten into in all my years of knowing the basketball savant that he is. I've never disagreed. I've never even challenged Magic Johnson on anything basketball related until he was talking about making that pick, because I firmly believed De'Aaron Fox should have been picked ahead of Lonzo Ball, and I still feel that way to this very day. But Lonzo has improved. He's showing a lot. Max, you pointed out during the commercial break how the Clippers are looking at him. I hope they get him. I think he'd be a good asset because Mark Stein, our former colleague here at ESPN, he reported that the Clippers are interested in Lonzo Ball. I'd like to see that happen. I think that would be a good thing. But LaMelo's special. LaMelo's special. And when I spoke to Michael Jordan about him months ago, Michael Jordan raved about his confidence, how he ain't scared of anything, how he's assertive and aggressive, and now he thinks he's going to be special. And sure enough, he's been inserted into the starting lineup, and he's been averaging over 20 a game, like 20 and 6. LaMelo, to me, is a floor general. He's got a high basketball IQ. He passes exceptionally well. And all that bravado that his father put out there about him appears to be right on the money. Very, very accurate. But I will say this. This kid, Anthony Edwards, right here, he's averaging 16 and 4 on the season, dropped 42 last night. This brother has the potential to be D-Wade with hops. Not that D-Wade couldn't jump at all.
So this is different.
But this is different. The athleticism that Anthony Edwards has on him is a different animal. Anthony Edwards is special. And he looks like a dude that's going to be special. And I don't have any problem with Minnesota picking him over LaMelo because, you know what? They needed a floor general in Charlotte. Because Rozier can ball. He can ball. Graham can ball. I like those guys. But you need a quintessential floor general. When you look at LaMelo Ball, that's what they needed in Charlotte. Although they need everything in Minnesota, you need something like an Anthony Edwards to be in Minnesota, playing with Karl Anthony Towns. I like Anthony Edwards a lot. I really do. He's a special. I think he's a future star in this league. But I do think that LaMelo Ball is going to run away with Rookie of the Year.
I don't think they drafted Anthony Edwards on need. I think what they did was they looked at Anthony Edwards and said, this dude is different athletically.
Yeah, he's different.
And he has the most upside. Let's take him. And I was skeptical of that pick. I thought he just can't shoot. But you know something about Anthony Edwards? He shoots. He doesn't shoot a lot of free throws yet, but he shoots almost 80% from the free throw line. And that's really a better indicator long-term of shooting ability, even from the outside, probably than anything else. Because his field goal percentage is under 40%, and his three-point percentage is under 32%. So right now, based on his efficiency, they're both 19 years old, by the way, Anthony Edwards is not quite even yet an average NBA player when you add it all up. You'd like more. But it is quite clear to me already he's not going to be an average NBA player. He is going to be exceptional if it continues like this, and maybe have more upside than LaMelo Ball. But Stephen A., right now, the Rookie of the Year has to be LaMelo Ball. It's not close between the two this year.
This year.
LaMelo Ball is right now playing at kind of an all-star level. He's not an average NBA point guard. He's much better than
And here's what I want to say.
saying a lot.
And here's what I want to say about LaMelo, too. And that's not to say that Anthony Edwards, wouldn't be this. Melo's box office.
Yeah.
Melo's
Anthony Edwards going to be box office.
Anthony Edwards going to be box office, too. But LaMelo is box office. And that's a big deal. The brother's a floor general, but he's got that swag to his game, too. Not to say that Anthony Edwards does not, because we know he does. But it's two different players. But I'm telling you, when you look at LaMelo makes others better.
Yeah, they
Anthony Edwards is just going to be, I think that he's going to be a dominant scorer. I think within the next 3 years, Anthony Edwards will be averaging 24, 25 a game, and he will be a perennial all-star.
And he's showing from the line that he can shoot it better.
Yes.
They both have things at 19 you can't teach. Like Anthony Edwards, the stuff you can't teach is obvious. You can't teach someone how to jump like that.
That's right.
But LaMelo also has stuff you can't teach, because it's one thing to get better court vision, to become a better passer. He has like a supernatural ability.
Yeah, he's
I'm saying LaMelo has. LaMelo's court vision and passing ability, I don't think is something you can teach.
You can't
teach.
He shoots better.
An extra part of his brain somewhere.
And he shoots better than we thought he could.
Yeah.
And you watch and listen.
Shoots 38% from three.
As a rookie, do you see guys? You got cats grabbing rebounds, and they got the ball. Or I'm talking about not just centers and power forwards. You got guards literally grabbing the rebound. Everyone is looking for LaMelo to give him the ball to lead the break.
Of course.
What that reminds you of?
Yeah,
the great
Magic.
point guards, Magic, and people like that. They're looking. They're grabbing the ball. Where's Melo? Where's LaMelo? Where's LaMelo? They want him to lead the break because he's such a beautiful passer.
Yeah.
They know he's going to get everybody involved. He's leading this team. He's special. LaMelo is special. And I want to congratulate LaVar Ball on that, because he gets a lot of criticism.
Lonzo's really good.
Lonzo's good.
Lonzo's really good.
LaMelo's really good. LaVar Ball deserves credit. He told us, and he wasn't lying.
Real quick,
he
the
wasn't
thing
lying.
I like about the Ball brothers, this goes for both of them that are in the NBA right now.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to me they care about their stats. I never get the feeling, but I always get the feeling they're always looking to make the winning play.
They leave the
They
bravado.
just want to help the team
They
win.
lead finals 10 times. You've won 4 championships. You're a 4-time league MVP, clearly aiming for and looking for your 5th. And some young buck that just comes into the league is like playing you just like playing anybody else. You understand? Now, I don't think for one second LaMelo meant any disrespect. I mean, we know who Pops is. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what? My man Champ talks about this all the time. Your man, your father's your father. You're a good man. You're a father. He clearly raised his kids right. He's been the subject of a lot of criticism over the last couple of years.
They play the game the right way.
Let me tell you something. They play the game the right way. If you look at how first of all, Lonzo has been playing better, and LaMelo has sparked him. Lonzo's more aggressive. He's shooting more from the field. He's shooting more from three-point range. He's averaging more than 14 points a game this season. Props to Lonzo and how he's become more assertive. I think that has a lot to do with LaMelo Ball, because he's saying little brother ain't coming into this league, taking the league by storm. And by the way, let me be very, very clear. Michael Jordan has a Rookie of the Year. It is LaMelo Ball.
Yeah,
LaMelo Ball will win Rookie of the Year. I know he'll get my vote. I can tell you that much. The
Who's
kid has
even
been
in the running with him?
Exactly. The kid has been absolutely sensational. I love what I'm seeing from the kid, and I love his assertiveness. And I remember talking to somebody in Charlotte the other day, or a few weeks ago rather, and they said he really can't shoot, but he don't know that. And he gonna shoot it, and then it's going in. So give LaMelo props.
They all got broken shots, but they go in.
But they go in. Where I say LeBron should take this, he should be a little turned off about this. There's a level of deference and respect that you are supposed to be to somebody perceived to be the king, who, by the way, is the king right now. He's the reigning defending NBA champion. And when you are a rookie and you come into the league, I remember when Jerry Stackhouse came into the league and was talking about how he went up against Michael Jordan in the warm-ups and all of this other stuff and held his own. Michael Jordan saw him and dropped 48. You understand what I'm saying? Just like that. Just to remind the young fella, there's levels to this. Mind your manners, show respect. And I love my man Jerry Stackhouse. But I'm just saying, That, to me, is what I mean by LeBron. LeBron should treat this like that as well.
I knew you were going to bring up Jordan.
You know what I'm saying?
I knew you were going to bring up Jordan. The fact is, I was going to if you didn't anyway. LeBron ain't MJ. They got different mentalities. Both great champions, everything, different mentalities.
Right.
If it was Michael Jordan, someone said it about Jordan, he would, you cut to like a shot of the game in midway through the second quarter, Stephen A., and he would be eating LaMelo's heart out of his chest while it was still beating, like he was in the Temple of Doom, like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. That's like Jordan's mentality. That's not LeBron. And I don't think LeBron should read into this one at all. First of all, I don't think LeBron needs the motivation. You can tell me I'm wrong. I don't think he needs the motivation. Secondly, I don't think LaMelo's lying. I think LaMelo Ball, when he says he looks up to his dad, his dad taught him the game, I think he's telling the truth. Let's not forget, given LaMelo's age and how long LeBron's been in the league, by the time LaMelo has continuous memory, right? From the time he can remember, LeBron James has been a superstar in the NBA. LeBron is like a dinosaur from a previous age. When I was a kid, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when I was a little kid, was the best player in basketball. But I still didn't feel like he belonged to that era. He belonged to a previous era. He was just still dominating. So I think guys coming up today are more familiar with, a guy coming up today is more familiar with Steph Curry or even more recently like Donovan Mitchell or something than LeBron James, right?
Max, I don't buy that. I don't buy that because LeBron's playing right now.
Yeah, but
he's retired.
Yes, but
he's playing right now and he's the reigning defending champion.
Just like Kareem was. But it was almost like it belonged to another time. It was just unstoppable still. But beyond that, I don't get the sense that LaMelo idolizes LeBron like that. He said he idolizes his dad's game, right? And his dad. I believe that. Now, you could say, well, if it was Jordan, damn it, by the end of that game, he'd know Jordan is his daddy, right? That's just not LeBron's mentality. All LeBron's really thinking about is leading his team to
wins. You can say that. Well, first of all, my man T-Mac reminded me of this. We can't forget about that brother Anthony Edwards in Minnesota, who has been, he's nice.
That looks like that pick's turning out okay.
The Wayne Wade caliber.
I did forget.
I forgot too. I can't forget Anthony Edwards. We can't forget him. But LaMelo Ball's winning.
I didn't know Edwards.
LaMelo Ball is winning. And ever since he's been in the starting lineup, ever since he was inserted in the starting lineup, LaMelo's averaging 20 a game. Yep. But to get back to LeBron, what I'm saying is this. LeBron is balling right now at an MVP caliber level. He's already a 4-time champion. He's in the discussion in a lot of people's eyes as the greatest ever. We say Jordan. Obviously, there's some young whippersnappers out there that believe it's LeBron. And this dude, LaMelo Ball, comes out, whatever. Really?
He's worried about himself.
I'm just saying. I'm not knocking him. I'm saying if you're LeBron, I get on the court with you tonight.
Yeah. LeBron might be dunking on him at least one time.
You don't know who the hell I am? Let me remind you.
They don't guard
That's what you do.
LaMelo ain't guarding LeBron.
I'm just saying. You just put him on notice. Did you watch? You watch your teammates try to guard me. You watch sitting on the bench try to guard me. We're in the same arena. Do you know who I am now? Do you remember who the hell I am now? I happen to be the reigning, defending NBA champion, a league MVP candidate
not
still.
Max.
Mind your
Not
manners.
just a guy.
I'm not just a guy.
Your word.